No Why Are You Awake this week. Paul Farahvar here, your host for another old episode of Singles Only. I have not had time to record Why Are You Awake podcast. I have a new project in the works that will be out soon. For now, I'm reissuing one of my favorite comedians, Jeff Arcuri, who is blowing up right now. If you don't know him already, you are insane. He's a comedian that I started with here in Chicago years ago, and he did the Singles Only podcast a few times. This is episode 190, recorded in February of 2020. Obviously, Jeff isn't single anymore. He's married and very happily married and very successful. But this was before. I'm going to be on a cruise doing shows until December 14th. But when I come back, I will be at the Comedy Cave in Calgary on December 16th through the 20th. So if you know people in Calgary, or if you are in Calgary, come on out and laugh. I'll be at Stand Up Sit Down on December 22nd at the Laugh Factory, Monday, December 22nd. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll get free tickets for that show. I'll be at Off the Hook in Naples on December 23rd, Naples, Florida, home away from home for me. So if you're in Florida in December visiting parents or whatnot, come on out and laugh right before Christmas makes you cry. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, come laugh anyway. I'll be at Stand Up Sit Down again at the Laugh Factory December 29th. Again, follow me, get free tickets. And then on New Year's Eve, I'll be doing two shows at Yellow & Co. in Mahomet, Illinois for New Year's Eve. Come on out, celebrate. In January, I'll be in Denver, Florida, Chicago, all over the place. So make sure you follow me on paulfcomedy.com for upcoming dates, and follow me on Instagram if you don't already. Follow me on TikTok and also Threads if you aren't sensitive to political thoughts. I do share a lot on Threads. That's kind of my go-to spot. I also have a Substack. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. It's free. I just talk about being a comedian mostly and stuff that's going on in my life. It's like a blog that I've been keeping on LinkedIn for a while. Follow me on LinkedIn too, by the way. And follow me on Facebook, Paul F. Comedy, for my Facebook page if you don't have Instagram. I know a lot of people don't. If you DM me questions, I might answer them in my blog. So do that as well. Why Are You Awake will be back, as well as my new project. I will tell you that it's tentatively called Stuck with Paul. You heard it here first. But in the meantime, please keep watching all these episodes. It helps a lot. Make sure you follow all these comedians that I have on the show. I'll be back in December. But for now, enjoy this episode and also check out our sponsor. Hey, gang. As some of you know, I used to be a practicing lawyer in Chicago. I no longer practice, but from time to time, I need a lawyer. And when I need a lawyer, I call my friend Scott Shapiro. Scott Shapiro has been practicing law for over 25 years in Chicago. He does it all, from workers' compensation to personal injury, employment issues, and even entertainment law and contract needs. If you need a lawyer, call my friend Scott. 312-648-8800. That's 312-648-8800. Or you can email him at scott@scottshapirolegal.com. Tell him I sent you. You're welcome. It's time for another edition of Singles Only Podcast. My name is Paul Farahvar. We have no voice of reason riding shotgun with us tonight because we have a return guest from episode 14. Wow, that's a long time ago. One of my dear friends. We started comedy together at a really high-end venue called 2.5 Persians, Merkel's open mic. It was a contest. This guy has won it more than anyone I know, and because of that, he's credited his success in comedy. Oh yeah, from the show. Jeff Arcuri.
Hello,
Jeff,
hey buddy.
Thanks for coming back to Singles Only.
Of course,
podcast.
I just made me realize I was wondering what we even talked about. Episode 14, like what year would that have been?
2016.
2016.
It was like July. You had a recent breakup with your girlfriend cheating on you and stuff. You talked about that.
Yeah, great. Thanks for reminding me.
Sure. You asked, so I just want to make sure we don't cover the same stuff for people that only listen to the episodes with you, because they probably go, "When's he coming back?" And now it's almost episode 200. So, but yet still single.
Yeah. Well, okay. It's been 4 years. I've had relationships in between there.
Have you though?
Just not long ones, just
Yeah.
short, just dysfunctional relationships.
What's the longest you've had as an adult now? Have you gone? I think last time you said you were like a year, right?
It was just under 2 years.
Under 2 years.
And
okay.
then that's it. That's still the reigning champ.
So nothing between 2016 and now that went over 3 months?
Over, I would say 6 months, really.
That's a long one for you.
The last thing I was just in was it was like a year long off and on. So it's like, if you put all the time together, it was probably around 6 months. But it was like we wouldn't talk for 2 months. And then
Long distance or same city?
No, we were very close.
So you're
proximity.
in New York now, by the way.
Yes.
Since your other episode, you've moved to New York.
Yep.
And you're in the city of angels. Is that what it's called?
Yep. City of Angels, New York.
The Big Apple. And you were dating. How's dating in New York compared to Chicago?
It is much harder.
Why?
Because
I heard it's the opposite.
Really? Well, okay. So I don't do any apps. I've never done apps.
Okay.
I've only done it once. I have the profiles, but I've only met a girl off the app once, and it was in St. Charles, Illinois.
Oh yeah.
Because I just put like the show
In town.
poster. I was doing Zanies, and I was like, "Hey, I'm down for this." And then it was actually worked out perfect. She goes, "Do you are you just using this as a platform to promote your show?" And I go, "No, I'm actually just trying to get laid this weekend." And she goes, "I respect that. I'll come to your show and we can hang out." I'm like, "All right." And then we hung out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She kept talking about her kids. After we had slept together, she kept like talking because she was like tickling my back. She goes, "Oh, my little one loves this." And I'm like, "Don't do that. I don't need to know."
How much older was she than you?
She wasn't around my age. I think she might have been a year younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'd be funny if you're like, yeah, now I feel creepy that I'm like your kid's age. Or
Yeah,
something.
and then like she made me like she had to put a picture up in the hotel of her kids. No, I'm kidding.
Did you stay at the Barn Hotel?
Yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah, man.
So the Zanies he used to have a comedy club in St. Charles for comedians, and it's in a barn, right? And it's this resort that hasn't been updated since 1942, and you can stay at the hotels there for really cheap if you're a comedian, and looks like you took advantage of that.
Oh yeah. It was fun. It was a good time. That's the only time I've ever done apps. I've mostly just been doing meeting women in after shows.
That's your move. I've seen it work.
It's not even because I don't like go up to them and be like, "Hey,
Right.
did you like what I just did up there?"
They usually come up to you.
They come up to you and say that was funny, and then I go thanks, and then I've been having this thing where I don't want to assume that they're interested in me romantically, because if somebody follows me on Instagram, like if a girl, like a hot lady, followed me on Instagram right after a show, and then so I DM'd her like, "Oh wow, hey, I remember
Thanks
you
for
in the
that.
front
Yeah.
row. I made fun of you or something like that," and then she's like, "Great," and then I'm like, "Wait, did you follow me? Because it's just." Comedy, like, oh, he's probably got a funny Instagram or something, which I don't, but he's probably got a funny Instagram, so I'll follow him, and then I assume because you followed me, you're like, oh, you want to marry me, so so I've been doing that where I just don't assume anyone wants to date me or hook up with me,
or romantically, like you said.
Yeah, that's the adult way of saying it.
You're so mature. I have. We've done shows together, and it's funny because we've done shows, and I remember incidents where these women will all come up to you. And then I'm like, motherfucker, that's the one person I liked that I wanted to talk to. But yeah, that's happened to you.
I'm sorry.
All your
Why
life.
did you tell me this?
No, I did tell you. We
like,
had a show together.
It's my ex-wife, Jeff.
I think there was a show we did where a woman was like a ice skater or figure skater. Do you remember that? And then I had a show one night.
She was a Disney skater. Yeah.
And did you end up hooking up with her?
No.
Okay.
No. I was supposed to hang out with them because they were just in town for the thing.
Right. We were at Zany's Roast Mine.
Yeah. They were very fit.
Yes.
Which was cute, But yeah, nothing really came of that too much.
That was one time I remember. There was a few others that I'm just like, whatever. I'm just used to it by now. But I'm always looking for like if they had like an mother daughter we can hang out with. Like the older women like me a lot.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, like really old.
Yeah.
Like
St. Charles old.
The narrator from the Titanic old.
What a dick. But you also when you lived in Chicago, you would date other comedians. But
Not really that much.
Okay.
I never really did that.
Hook up with whatever.
I've hooked up, yeah, of course. That's gonna happen when you work in the same. It's like working in the same job.
Yeah,
but it's also like
we frown upon it here on the podcast.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I don't really. Yeah, what? Just sleeping with another comedian?
Yeah, I just think it's a bad move
because it could end up poorly at the end of it. Yeah, that can be weird. Sure. Yeah,
Have you hooked up with other comedians in New York as well?
I'm trying to. Yes, I have.
Okay.
That was. Yeah, I went. That's the problem that I've been having now is I'm traveling a lot. So I'll go on like 3 dates with somebody and really hit it off, and then I'll be like, all right, I'll be back in a month and a half.
And when you come back,
stay.
they've already
Stay. Don't move. That's weird. I shouldn't talk to them
Stay
like
in.
I'm talking to a dog.
Don't
That's messed up. I
talk
retract
to anyone
that.
else.
Or
Don't
I'll just
go to
like
other
you know
shows.
I'm gonna be back in a month and a half, and then I'll like call them and we'll talk, and then it will slowly dwindle because you didn't have the foundation
Yeah.
to really talk a lot.
Right.
Without context of seeing each other. So I would just come back and they're like, yeah, I started seeing something. I'm like, all right, I get it. That's totally fine.
That's what I feel like New York is more like in terms of like there's just people don't fuck around. They don't have time for like jibber jabber. They're just
a lot of people are very busy. A
Yeah.
lot of these girls that I've been seeing make a lot of money and they work really, really hard and they have like nice places. And I'm just like, I walk, I'm like, I freak out at all the views. I'm like, look at that. You can see the Empire State Building from here. I'm like, I've never had a window like this before, like a view. I've had some weird experiences though in the past like year.
Tell us.
Because I was in an open-ish thing for a while, and it was more of her choice than mine. She just didn't want to settle in. I'm like, all right, cool. So then but the problem was I was going on dates, and then she'd be like, you have to just check in with me, and I would appreciate if you don't hook up with them on the first, like so many rules, things like that,
Like no sex without a condom type thing.
Yeah, that was paramount.
Yeah.
I
get that.
And I didn't, you know, I was gonna be
Except
safe.
One time. I mean,
Yeah.
you always start with a condom.
You start, and then you're like, ugh,
Just this last minute.
so constricting.
So you were open-ish, her
Yeah.
decision.
It was her decision, and then I would like it was just, but she ended up just being very. It was not fair. Like I'd go to
her, to you.
to me because
Okay.
it would be like an example would be I went to like Vegas, and she made me promise not to hook up with anybody when I was there, and I was like, I'm not, and like to the point where it was like, please, 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 and I'm like, all right, fine, I won't. And then the next week she went to Ibiza, and I'm like, same thing, and she's like, well, no, I can't make any promises. I'm like, oh, that's so messed up. And so yeah, everyone was just kind of talking me out of that relationship, and I used my sister as a sponsor, like, because it was just very manipulative.
Sponsor? What do you mean?
Like my sister, like if I ever, she's like, instead of calling her, call me type of thing. Like instead of having a drink, call your sponsor, you know,
Oh, yeah.
that's what it was. So that's what I've been doing is just realizing that it was just very not healthy. It hurt a lot of my like friendships with people because I was just like very manic about this girl, and it was bad. And then I would go on dates with girls that I didn't even like that much, or I'd start seeing
Just
them.
because you're like, you had to like,
I
keep
needed
it
to
even.
compete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not healthy.
I've had. I met these two girls, well, separately at I do shows at like Friars Club, and I met a girl there, and then we went out, and then
I thought Friars Club was all men.
No.
Oh, okay.
They do shows there, and no, you can be a woman there. I'm pretty sure they frown upon it. They don't like it.
They
They'll
have to
look
sit in
at
the
you.
back.
Yeah.
No talking until spoken to. Yeah.
And I met two different women there, and oh yeah, by the way, one of them, we were going out like a lot, like probably 4 or 5 times. We like met up and like got drinks and hung out, and then we'd kiss, and that was it. And then I found out from her friend, like she's like, oh, she has a boyfriend, by the way, that he was like working. He was like long distance, but they were together for like 4 years. And so
that's
I was
nice.
like, oh, that kind of sucks. And I confronted her about it, and I was laughing. I'm like, I don't care. Like I'm just not gonna see you anymore until you
Right.
get that fixed. Like, or until that situation's
Resolve
resolved.
that.
She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm in the middle of leaving him. I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
For how long have you been in the middle of leaving him?
Yeah,
It's like
right.
4 years.
and then the next week I met a girl, and me and her started.
Same thing. Friars Club.
No, different. I met her at the beach. Yeah, I just walked up to her. I met her at the beach. I'm like, hey, can I get your number and we can hang out? She's like,
That's
yeah.
ballsy.
Yeah, it was cool. I felt really good about that. I was like, oh, it was like in person. It was
Yeah.
one of the few times where they didn't see me do comedy first, which is usually my get.
Right.
And then I found out we went on like 2 dates, and she's like, oh, by the way, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, oh my God, this is like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And then I went
Why
back
didn't she give you your number then?
right. Because these bitches be tripping, dude.
Bitches be tripping.
I don't know. It was fine because I didn't really do much with them. You know, so
What
it
does
wasn't
that
like
mean?
we weren't like hooking up. We would just go out, and it was romantic. Like it would be like going out on a date, basically.
Nothing below the belt happened.
No, we would just kiss and stuff like that. And then I mean, obviously, other things happen with later on.
Sure.
But and then I went back to Friars Club, and I met another girl there,
Okay.
and then I stopped talking to both of them. And then months later, I do a show, and they're both in the audience.
Both the Friars Club women.
Both the different
Different
Friars Club
groups.
ladies, and they both said I was talking to them. Then the one taps on my shoulder, and she's like, "Hey, it's been a while," and I was like, "Oh, this is what a good triangle this is."
It's like
It was so scary. The one girl I dated, we just went out a few times. She
the
was
second
great.
Friars Club girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was really nice, but she had a dog, a Chihuahua that like hated people. Ugh. Like I walk in and then it was like snarling teeth and running toward me and grabbing at my pants, and I'm like, I was scared. Genuinely scared.
Chihuahua?
Yeah, that's what she said. It's 8 pounds. I'm like, yeah, but it has teeth and it's running at me. And she's like, you just need to ignore him and don't look him in the eyes. I'm like, what is this, an alligator? Like what? Don't look him in the eyes. The second I look down,
zigzag when you walk away from him. Yeah.
And then she'd like hold him in his lap, and then we'd be sitting together, and then he would just lunge toward me, and she'd grab him, and she'd be like, oh my God, he's being so silly. I'm like, no, he's being awful. This is a bad dog. Like. And I felt very shamed for being scared of this dog.
Yeah, it's a Chihuahua.
And she's like, well, okay, so he's going to be crying all night, so he's got to sleep in the room with us. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to wear my shoes to bed then. Like, I don't want to get up in the middle of the night and then have this thing kill me.
I wear this padded jacket.
Yeah.
The puffy jacket.
Yeah. And then she's like, eventually, he's going to sleep in the bed with us. I'm like, that will never happen. If my penis is out, that dog is away. There's no way. And eventually we ended up stopped talking because I went on the road for a little bit, and it was just
because you were the dog.
Yeah, but then she was also somebody that she posts her own quotes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And in quotes, or she comes up
pretty.
with them herself?
She comes up with her own quotes and then puts her name
Instagram?
at the bottom of yeah.
No.
Yeah. I kept asking, I'm like, wait, is that your full name? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Nobody is. You don't post.
Were
your
they
own
good quotes, or were they?
They were just generic.
Don't wear shoes to bed.
It was basically just like the people in your life that come through the light are the ones that you need in your light. Like it's just all these ones that don't make sense. It's just very motivational and obviously it's about like one specific person.
Did you write snarky shit on the Instagram below?
No. I didn't. Good. Not that big of a thing. I just made fun of it on a podcast months later.
Listen, I told you I had a special treat for listeners, loyal listeners of the show, Singles Only. And here it is. You heard me talk about the book Perfect Pain, which is a memoir by my friend Karam Haddad. It's an awesome book about his journey, his life journey of how he had this perfect life on paper, family, successful career, money, everything, but he had an underlying pain that he didn't address. And this book addresses that. It addresses his life in an amazing way. He had such a cool life, and he had some personal demons that he struggled with, and through therapy, he conquers that. It's a great book. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. Read it, perfectpain.com. But here's what I'm going to do. I talked to the author, Karam Haddad, and he is going to let me give away a book every week. Here's what you have to do to get a free book. Subscribe to the podcast and give us a review. Once you've given us a review, 5-star review, message me and tell me you did it, and I'm going to send you the book. One a week. We're going to do this until we run out of books. I've got 22 to give away, it sounds like. So perfectpain.com if you want to buy the book, available on Amazon and available in audiobook too. But if you are a listener of this podcast, all you got to do is review this podcast and then message me and say, hey, I reviewed it. Or if there's a way to contact you, I'll figure it out. And you're going to get a book sent to you. You don't even have to leave your house. You're going to get a free book. Once a week, I'm doing this for the book Perfect Pain by Karam Haddad. It's a great book. I want everyone to read it. I want to make this a bestseller and get the Farahvar bump, the singles only bump. So buy it today or give us a review and get your free copy. And when you like it, don't lend it to other people. Make them buy it too, because it supports this author and this journey. Perfect Pain, Karam Haddad. Do you still talk to that? Like when shit ends with those women, like the Two Friars Club and the Beach Girl or whatever, are they still like in your life where you can call them up and hang out with them? Or
honestly, okay. I think I could.
Yeah,
because nothing ended poorly. There wasn't like a final like this is it. You're such an asshole or anything on either end. It was something that faded, and then maybe I'll get like a text like or if I saw them at a show, they're like, wow, like it's a two-way. Like you can text me if you want. You can get a hold of me. I'm like, yeah, it's a two-way street. I'm not.
It's good because you can be like as soon as they do break up with guys, you're probably on the list of the 3 people.
I've been used for that before. Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's good.
Especially if I'm like only in town for the week and I'll text somebody like, hey, and they're like, yeah, of course.
Fine. You don't. So you travel a lot for shows. You don't use the app like in Vegas or whatever. Well, in Vegas it doesn't really work.
I don't. I don't know why. I just I get very disinterested or uninterested, whatever the word is, for like as soon as like I don't like texting. I don't like the conversation, pretending to have a conversation with somebody and then being like, oh yeah, we should meet up. Like that whole back and forth is so boring to me that I'll usually just stop responding after a couple messages. And I'm like, even if they're very pretty, I'm like, it's not. I just don't like doing this.
So I just rather just meet up with them right away.
I'd rather meet somebody in person, yeah, which is less. There's a lower success rate with that, I think. Chances are you're going to find the person you really like online because you're, putting in all the things you might want about somebody.
They say that. And now everybody, you do crowd work. You talk to people who are meeting, and more since I started comedy, it's fully acceptable to like people talk about it. Like, yeah, we met online. And it's like, well, where did you meet online? It's like, was it like a real one or like Tinder? Yeah. But even Tinder now, like I've talked to people that are married from Tinder. It's like, oh.
That's it, but is that crazy? Because Tinder was the original. It's a dating app. It's not just a hookup app.
Do you remember when we all joined Tinder together? I don't know if you remember this.
I remember it was in Chicago when it came out. I mean, everyone at open mics was just swiping
we all
right.
Made
hard.
Everyone at the open mic that I hosted, 2.5 Persians. We made everybody join. We all were in the room together.
I don't think I did that then. I don't think that's when I did it.
You were in the room. We did it, and then we were all like, "Holy shit, this is so cool!" Because it was like the coolest invention, and you're like, oh, I just got you, and then like it was pretty funny.
But I've come across people.
But Tinder and the newer apps, like where you have more information about the person, I do agree with you. I think it's better than meeting people in real life, in the sense that you go out with them 3 or 4 times, and then all of a sudden you like find out something like, oh, you don't like black people or whatever, like something crazy.
Right.
And
As we're on Hinge, they put that out there right away.
It's already out there.
It says I don't like black people.
Well, yeah, there's usually like red flags of whatever you can't get behind,
Sure.
So I do like that about the apps, but yeah, shows is different though. We've done shows together for, I don't know, 5-6 years, and every time, like, there has been opportunities where women have come up to you. I've seen it.
And it's not always, I never want to assume it's romantic. I never want to assume that. So I'll just be nice. And I've had a lot of the time, I would say at least half the time, I'll be talking to a girl for a while, and she'll be very obviously flirting with me. And then all of a sudden, like, a guy will walk up and go, hey, babe. And she's like, oh, this is my boyfriend, Derek. And I'm like, oh, okay, nice to meet you both so much. Take care. And I think it's just, there's something attractive about somebody who can command a room by just talking.
You're already, the guys hate you if you're crushing.
They hate
are on
it.
Dates. They fucking.
But that's the thing is, there's not a lot of single women go to these shows.
I
would say most of the women in the audiences are taken. I would at least say that. There are probably a good percentage that are single, but
correct. I think there are. I think that when they make it a girls' night out, it's usually nightmarish group of girls. Mm-hmm. If it's like a bachelor party or a girls' night out from like Mississippi, you're like, oh shit, like, you guys are out to fucking be annoying all night.
That's so I've been doing like cruise ships, and you're not allowed to like hook up with the guests, or they can't go to their room, they can't go to yours, and that's the only way it would happen. So like, it's not like I'm like, let's go to the bathroom, it's a loophole.
Meet me at the ping pong table.
And I just don't, and I've gotten people like, why don't you like that work there? And I'm like, because I don't want to lose my job. I'm on the ship for a week. I'm not that much of a horn dog where I need to get wet, like it's been 4 days. No, I can be fine. I'm fine, and then I can hook up with the crew. So yeah.
Is that your go-to?
Yeah, and most of the crew is young Filipino men. So
it's your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I've been banging them 3 at a time.
Oh dear God. So when you were in, let's go Vegas, because I just came back from Vegas. Mm-hmm. Did you hook up with anyone? When you've gone?
Yeah.
There? Okay.
Oh yeah.
After shows.
During.
No, because I say your friend Jeff Sheen and I were in Vegas at the same time, and we went out every night.
Oh yeah, he told me about that.
It was like the most fun I've ever had. But we struck out a lot.
Yeah, of course.
But he
when you're looking for it, usually, especially if you're more than one person.
He had just broken up and was like on a prowl. But it was really fun to watch him grow from when he was in Chicago and being like kind of not shy, but just introverted. But New York, he was going up to everybody.
Yeah, it's a numbers game.
It was a numbers game
nets out
for him.
there. Might get an old boot.
Yeah, and he was telling stories about when you guys go out. He's like, oh, that's all I do. I'm like, oh, sorry to bother you, big time. But I was just in Vegas 2 weeks ago, And I didn't have anyone to go out with, like no partner in crime and stuff. So it was like,
Vegas
like,
is depressing.
If you're by yourself for a full fucking week.
What were you doing, Brad's?
I was at Tropicana across the street, Laugh Factory.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Fun shows though.
Last time I was there, I just put on my Instagram like, here's home for the week, because they put you in a nice hotel room.
Yeah.
And I put it on there, and some girl's like, wow, it looks really good. And I'm like, yeah, why don't you come here? Like, come visit me. And she's like, all right, I'll fly tomorrow. And she flew out for the weekend.
Nice.
And yeah, it was really great.
People have always said they wanted to come there, but then I'm like, I don't know if I want to have someone there when I'm like also trying to like hang out with the comedians. Unless you're working with comedians,
I didn't really hang out with the comedians. I would get lunch with, it was Mitch Fatel.
Oh yeah.
So we hung out a lot. But then like she was there and it was fun, but I was also like at the time like a little more like broke. So I was like, do you want to get food from the cafeteria or want to go on a nice date to Dunkin' Donuts or something?
There's Shake Shack across the street there.
Yeah, so I didn't really have the money because I don't like going to Vegas. And if I'm making money, I don't like spending money.
Right.
So it was weird, but yeah, there can be a time, especially when it's like a vacation with somebody, is when you realize if you like them or not. Like, because it's like you're together the entire time.
Was this one of the Friar times?
No. This is a girl who actually lives here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you learn there. You're like, yeah, I'm not gonna. Did it turn into something?
No. Well, in terms of like, I'm gonna probably hang out with her tonight. Like,
Okay.
she's just somebody like I've known
You're
for a
Chicago
while, and
girl.
we're very compatible. So
Nice.
it's one of those things that it's not gonna like. I think we're both aware it's not gonna work out like a
Wait,
long distance relationship.
Okay, not a comedian, right?
No.
Right. I think I've met her before. Right?
Okay,
At
yeah.
events we were at recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what?
I don't know if I want
At
to
the
say the wrong
events?
thing and be like, oh no, that was her.
Oh, okay. Now I do want to know. I think let's open up. Where was this?
I'll write it down to see if it was.
Sneaky.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
Let me see what it says. No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, that was. I thought you were with someone that night.
At our friend's wedding. We can just say
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. A friend's wedding. That was not. No, that
Okay.
was just. I met that girl that night.
At the show. Okay.
Yeah.
Or at the show. It was at a wedding.
It was a show and a wedding.
That's right.
I got to perform. I told him like, do you know how much you got me late? I was like, I got to perform stand up at a wedding. Like at a wedding is
So-
not. Oh.
Yeah, I was. I was on shows in Florida, and I missed my flight. Got delayed because of the weather. And by the time I got to the wedding, like everyone had was wasted. First of all, because the open bar,
The reception. Thing.
open bar receptionist, and everyone like had established who they're going home with that night or who they're hanging out with. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna have a drink here and get the fuck out of here because it's a waste of time to like come here. Everyone was hammered.
Yeah, you can come and be like, I just got here late. Just like doing shots, trying to catch up.
It's like 12:30. I was like, do I get back on the train? But everyone was like falling. Comedians were getting kicked out of the bar.
They were?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, what happened?
Yeah,
You don't have to tell me after
I'll
who.
tell you
but
after,
what
but I saw
yeah.
someone. I'm like, this person needs to go home.
It was funny watching like all of us, like we were all just dressed up because we were at the the ceremony and everything, and then just the amount of comedians that were coming in like wearing jeans, like what up? And we're like, okay, there you go.
You weren't there. Yeah. No, I dressed up thinking like oh, it's only 12 o'clock or 11:30, and everyone's like shit canned, obviously. So that happens.
That's the thing that when Maddie Ryan and Alex Kimman were doing that. The couple that
yeah,
wants to
yeah,
get you
yeah.
to dance, they're so funny. Oh
That
my
is
god,
the funniest thing
it
I've
really
ever
is.
seen.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
The second one they did too from that night too. It's just such a funny concept. But they weren't even there. That's how late I got there. They had already left. So Maddie Ryan and Alex Human, so funny. But yeah, it was like there were the non-comedians that were hanging out with the comedians who performed.
Yeah,
you'd be like, oh man, I wish I had a quick.
Yeah, and our
spot.
friend, our mutual friend. Chris was just batting him away, man.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy because he also performed on the show.
Oh, okay.
But, he's tall and all of his hair. So, he was doing really well and he was just like batting him away. And the one girl ended up making out with this one girl and she's like, I'll be honest with you, I wanted him, but he said no. So I came to you. And I'm like, I'll take it.
So I didn't get there and a woman was talking to me from the wedding and she was just like, oh, it's just super friendly. I was like, oh, this is awesome. She's like, so when did you break up with your girlfriend? And I was like, oh, you think...
She thought you were
Oh, you think
Chris?
I'm Chris?
Oh, that's
like,
great.
Yeah, I was like, you're really drunk.
Wait, you're not Chris? Hold on a
No,
second.
I was like, I thought she had seen me because, or she'd seen the shows before, but I was like, oh, yeah, no, that's not me. And then she like quickly walked away. I was like, oh.
That sucks.
That's a shame. And then she found you. No, just
I think she did actually.
No. It was a different person. But yeah, I missed man, I didn't get a set on that show.
You're single still, aren't you?
Yeah, but I have to for the podcast. It's
Oh,
mandatory
yeah.
requirement.
Oh, okay. Yeah. For continuity, you need to be alone.
Listen, you know I'm a lawyer. I talk about it often. But when I have legal questions or I have legal issues that I'm facing, I go to my friend Scott Shapiro. So if you've been injured on the job, need compensation, you might be entitled to money that you don't even know about. And that holds true for workers' compensation, personal injury, all that stuff. My friend Scott Shapiro has been helping injured workers and doing entertainment law for almost 20 years now. You need to contact him, 312-648-8800, or email him at scott@scottshapirolegal.com. He is legitimately one of the best people and best lawyers I know. If you call him, you tell him Singles Only sent you or I sent you, it's a free consultation. Granted, it's a free consultation anyway, probably, but boom, just throw my name so I can stay in business here. He is a full-service law firm. In addition to workers' compensation cases, work injuries, he handles litigation. He handles all your legal needs for entertainment law. So those of you who are entertainers out there, have legal questions, he's your guy. Again, free consultation. Don't take a chance and not get a lawyer. 312-648-8800, or check out his website, scottshapirolegal.com. But do you still, let me ask you this. Do you still want to get married and have kids in a traditional sense? Do you see that?
I could definitely see that for myself, for sure. It's a weird life that I live with the traveling and stuff. So, but I also think like there are also like flight attendants. There are other women that live the same. Like there are women that could also
that
be comedians.
Schedule,
I don't know why they have to be flight attendants. They could be
musicians, artists.
Artists are very anything comedy adjacent like that. Like any nighttime or traveling people.
It's just not a 9 to 5.
Yeah, because I think it's cool when you don't see somebody for a while, and then say I'm in town for a week. It's like then you hang out like every day, and it's amazing, and you put it all in there, and then you're gone for a while again, and then the absence makes the heart grow fonder. So I'm sure I'll find somebody that'll be cool with it.
But why do you want to get? Why does that? Why you can find that, but why would you want to then get married?
I think
the concept?
It's a partnership is dope. I feel like the idea of like the first person you call when good news happens,
right,
or when bad news, whatever it is, like just having that person there for you is huge.
But you can do that without getting married and having kids.
Sure.
Do you want to have kids?
I would like to have kids, and I also think marriage is it's not something I would like rush into with somebody, but I feel like if I know that somebody's like perfect for me, I'll be like, yeah, why not? You know,
you haven't found that person yet, or you think you did? And
no, I mean, I definitely haven't found that person yet, because I haven't found somebody that I could genuinely just.
Well, what airlines are you going on? Because the flight attendants they're a little better on
American Airlines. A lot of that. American, JetBlue, and Delta are my three.
Oh, Delta's the worst flight attendants.
Are they really?
I had a bad experience with Delta, so
I had a lady have a panic attack on my last plane. On the last flight, I think I told you. Did I tell you about this yesterday? No. She freaked out, had a panic attack in the seat, sitting like right next to me.
Oh no!
And my friend is dating a girl who was on the same flight and was sitting right next to, like, on a row over from me. And because she was texting him about it, and I was telling him about it, he's like, well, "You were on the same flight." Anyways, this lady has a panic attack, and then they're like, "We need a doctor." Like all the TVs say, like, "We need a medical emergency. We need a licensed professional." And like 10 minutes go by, and no one's helping. And then finally, a guy in a middle seat and coach just goes, "I'm a doctor," and I'm like, "Are you though, coach?"
Doctor of what?
Yeah, I was like, okay. That's a vet. That's like no one else. All right, cool.
He waited long enough. He's like, well, I'm a chiropractor.
He did like walk up to her and go, "Whoa, girl." Kept giving her carrots.
Take 2 carrots. Oh dear God. What? That's. I don't know where I was going with that. Now I forgot.
The flight attendant thing. Is what we're talking about.
Yeah, Delta's the worst. Only flight I've ever missed. Only show I've ever missed was because of Delta, because they just couldn't handle something, and it was like. Our flight was delayed because of like overbooking or something. It was like a weird thing.
Really?
Any other airline would have just been like, look, start giving away people ticket, like say, hey, if you get off the plane, whatever. But they just couldn't handle it. And I missed I've never missed it. It was no big deal. It was
so like it was just oversold, and then they said, by the way, you bought a ticket, but you're screwed. You can't get on the plane.
Something happened. I was on the plane already, but we're like, why are we delayed? The weather's nice here. The weather's nice in Seattle. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, that's so annoying.
And they just finally were like, we kind of screwed up here, folks.
That's why I'll never do Spirit again, because they always oversell it, and then they're like, oh, by the way, we have no room for bags. So you have to just leave your bags here, by the way. Like, and all the seats are so
Spirit
uncomfortable.
is the worst. Yeah, I've never done it.
I didn't know how bad it was until I started flying exclusively like with the better airlines.
Yeah, it's the worst. Have you ever hooked up with a flight attendant?
Yes, but wasn't flight or like in this situation. Yeah, it was just she happened to be a flight attendant, and we had hooked up.
Have you met people on planes and then just gone out with them after that?
So I wouldn't say on a plane, but I did have one of my favorite experiences was I was doing a ship, and I had met I didn't meet this person, but we were on a shuttle to the airport at the end of the trip, and I was on there, and I got a message on Instagram saying, hey, my friend's on the same shuttle as you, and she's too shy, but you should like go say hi to her. So I just walked over to her seat on the bus, and I'm like, hey, I'm Jeff, like you came to my show, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, your friend told us we should talk, so pressure's on, and then we hung out, and then her flight was not till 6 p.m. Mine was not till like 6, and it was like 11 a.m. at the time. So I was like, do you want to hang out?
Before Sunrise movie, whatever.
What is it?
What's a movie with Ethan Hawke where it's like Before Sunrise, where
they
both have
flights? It's like a 70s movie? Or?
No, it's like a famous fucking... I don't see any movies, and I happen to know that. Okay, go
Marlon
ahead.
Brando? Or?
Yeah, it's Marlon Brando. It's like
and we just went on date. We just went and hung out for like 4 hours in the airport, and it was really cool. And at the end of it, I gave her my name tag, and I was like, here's something to remember me by. And I didn't know I had to play. I don't, because she was like playing with it. She's like, oh, that's so fun. I'm like, you can keep it if you want. And that's I have another story. I have a story about that.
So have you talked to her since?
We followed each other on Instagram, but then that was it. And it was like, honestly, it was just like a really nice experience.
Yeah, that's a fun trip.
Yeah, I had a girl I was seeing. She had like I saw like she had 2 photos of herself, and they were like passport photos, like the ones you get done.
Yeah.
And they were on her counter, and we just started seeing each other. I'm like, wow, you look really good in your passport photo. Like she was really cute, and she's like, oh, do you want one? And I didn't want to be like, no, why the fuck would I want your passport photo? So I was like, yeah, sure. And then I put it in my wallet, and then like months go by, and my brother-in-law's looking through my wallet because he's a weirdo. I was like, that's personal. He's like, why is it personal? What are you hiding? I'm like, just don't go through my wallet, dude.
Who goes through someone's wallet?
And then my sister was even like, what's the big deal? I'm like, nothing. But like, and then he was like, pulled out the picture. I'm like, holy crap. Oh my God. He's like, why do you have this? And I'm like, I totally forgot about it. And then I was like, well, I also have no service on these ships, so I just listen to her voicemails and look at that picture. And that's how I get off. That's not true.
That's still funny though.
Yeah, I do have I still think it's in my
it?
wallet. I still think it is.
Does it look like it came with the wallet, or is it like clear that it didn't? Like,
no. It's
because sometimes they're like in there.
No. It's definitely has a lot of tear stains on it, so it's been used.
It's signed in the back. Did you sign your name?
No, yeah. To my love, enjoy the war.
Did you guys do that in school? Where I might be aging myself, where you gave each other pictures? No.
Oh yeah,
like Valentine's
senior photos.
Yeah.
Oh, Valentine's Day.
No, you're right.
Senior photos, and you put in the back like KIT, keep in touch. Yeah,
I
did that. KIT. My senior photo is embarrassing.
I think. How were you in high school? I can't even figure.
I was an introverted dork.
Yeah.
I had mostly girlfriends.
You grew up in New York or Detroit or?
New York, and then I went to Chicago, or I moved to Michigan in like the middle of 10th grade. So like I had to get all new friends, but they've already been established friends.
Right.
So
that's
then
a hard
I
time
found
to move.
A group of this Italian couple of girls, and I met them like one of my first year, and I was like, they were just walking to the office because her mom needed to take her car, and she's like, how are we gonna get home? And I was like, I can give you guys a ride home. And then we were like friends from there on out. I went to prom with her sister, and I haven't talked to him in a while, but I was madly in love with one of them, and that didn't work out because she was very, very pretty.
Did
and
you go? You brought on prom to your younger sister?
Older.
Oh, you were? Oh, okay.
Her older sister graduated the year before and didn't get to go to prom, so I was like, I'll take you.
Did you guys?
Nope.
Nothing. When did you lose your virginity?
Last week.
On the boat.
It just happened.
With a flight attendant from Delta.
I think I was 17, 16.
Oh, that's good. That's a young age.
I forget. Yeah. He was much, much older.
I was going to think, I thought it was one of the Filipino boys.
No, I remember it. Because I didn't know what sex was. Like, I didn't know what to do.
Was it a girl you were dating or?
No, it was a girl that I liked a lot. And like she was, we did a lot of like hand stuff. And then finally she was not a virgin, but I was. So I've never had sex with a virgin, which is good. And that's also a creepy thing to say about yourself in your 30s. I've actually never had a virgin. Oh no, I didn't mean that.
Canceled.
I don't think she even knew what to do because she's like, you just put it in and you leave it. So I just went in and then I just stood still. And we just look at each other and I'm like, but I was like, this is great.
Feels good. Don't move.
Yeah, honestly, if she did.
That's what the kids do now. Soaking. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, oh God, is that what they call it?
Isn't
it just tantric?
No. So the kids, it's cool to be in the high schools. At least my friends who have kids who are like in junior high and high school. It's cool to like not to say you're bisexual, to be like open about sexes, whatever. Even if you're not.
Yeah.
And then to like, I guess it's not cool to have sex. So what they do is they just put their penis in the vagina and then they just keep it there. It's called soaking. It's a thing.
That's a I've done that like romantically, where if I'm like in love with somebody and we do, there is the tantric thing to that where you just kind of like hold.
No, you're doing you're doing that so you don't come. That's different. You're like, wait, don't move. Wait, I'm almost wait. Okay, if you just have to wait, that's different. This is like they're doing it to like not have sex.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's weird. I'm not bisexual. I desperately wanted to be unique in some way like that, but I'm not. I can't even do the guy girl threesomes.
Guy girl.
I got the last time I was like in a situation where I was going to. I was like, I've known this guy for 2 years. I don't want to see his dick, and I don't want to see what he looks like when he's getting it. You know, I don't want to see.
It's really dark. You just you focus on what you need to do.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
I've done it.
Have you?
Yeah, but I was really young, and the only thing I remember about it that it's funny that you would remember the sex part. The part that I remember is the funniest part where our hands actually accidentally touched each other.
Did you
and we both like flinched so hard. Oh
God, yeah.
To the point where the girl like felt something. What happened? We're like, nothing. And like we had to like address it.
Oh my God.
But that was the only thing I remember.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Maybe I could. Who knows? I have a lot of years left.
Yeah, you can do the soaking thing. I don't know why bisexuality and soaking have what they have to do with each other.
I don't know why. I don't know what that is.
I think it's because they want to be like, if you are having sex, it's like toxic masculinity. So they're like, oh no, like we're just soaking. Like I didn't fuck her. I'm just soaking her.
That's so
whatever.
Stupid.
Oh,
but
that's society we've created.
So's Fortnite, and what are you gonna do? Times are changing.
Yeah, well, the kids. Yeah, we did. I can't believe you didn't hear that. Yesterday we did a show together at the Laugh Factory, and I ended up talking to the kids in the front, and they were all like these 20, 22, 23-year-old kids who were all into Dungeons and Dragons and like Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, you guys, you're like good looking. They were good looking.
That's fine. There's some hot nerds, man. They're usually streamers.
Yeah.
You know, those are the people that are making them real big money when they play video games, like hot girls that play video games and then show a little corners of their face going.
Yeah.
I ain't got.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
No, but they were like. I was like, you guys just need to get out more. Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
you know what?
I felt
honestly,
like a boomer yelling at them.
You look at it like if they were doing drugs, you'd be like, oh, you're cool. But in reality, they have a fun hobby that brought them together. When I was 20 years old, me and my sister used to play a game that we still play to this day. And we played with ladders. Yeah, Shoots and Ladders. And we had a group for it. It was a video game, and then we it was called Gears of War. It still is. It's 5 out as out now. And me and my sister play to this day.
What's it called?
Gears of War. It's a Microsoft game, and we met people that we played with. And we all went to New York and met up with everybody, and it was like a really fun time. We were all just like dorks.
You did not look like what I thought you looked like with all the.
No, we were like all friends on Facebook, so we knew. But like. We just wild meeting the people in person.
I just think it's weird because like the people who did do Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that in my high school or junior high, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. But like the people that were at our show last night were like good looking people. And they're like,
yeah, two of them definitely were.
Well, the guy was a good looking guy.
Why don't you have a threesome with him, you weirdo?
I'm not homophobic like you.
I'm not scared of them.
Yeah.
Them? I'm afraid of. No, I'm not scared of them.
You said them?
Them.
Oh,
yeah.
So canceled.
They're a group. They're an acronym. They're one of them.
Oh, God. If you want to cancel them, it's jeffarcuri.com.
No, it's not. I had that website name, and then the Chinese website place bought it, so now it's all like Mandarin. And it's none of my information.
What do you mean?
So it like lapsed, and then somebody like also that bought the name. So if I wanted to buy it now, it's like $200 for my own name.com.
That's the worst. Well,
I'm stupid.
That says a lot about your popularity because they price it out based on how much they think they can get. But
and I also have a huge Japanese following.
They looked you up and like, ugh, this guy's he's walking dogs and scared of chihuahuas. Let's charge him 200 yen or whatever the fuck it is.
Not anymore. I did have a gay guy hit on me in New York when I was walking a dog. It was really funny. I was in tight little pants. I was walking down the street, and
I was asking.
He like walked up to me. He's like, "Oh, what kind of dog is this?" I was like, "It's a golden retriever." And I don't know why you have to ask. Yeah, it's a golden retriever. And he's like, "Oh," and then we were walking, and then he kept asking me questions, and I'm like, "Oh, this guy's kind of hitting on me." And then I was like, "Well, he's actually not mine. He's like, "Oh, you're a dog walker." I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "All right, have a good one." And then he just walked by, and I wanted to be like, "Hey, no, come on, fuck me, man."
There's more to me than just walking dogs.
Yeah.
I happen to be a comedian.
I do comedy too, which is interesting.
Catch me at the stand.
I was so offended that he didn't want to fuck me anymore, even though I wouldn't have. I would not have. I don't think so.
Yeah, because you're homophobic.
No, I'm not. I'm not scared of it. I just don't want it to happen to me. I don't want to get banged.
We are so out of time.
Okay,
Jeff.
sorry.
No. It was fun. It was good to talk and hang again. We'll have to get you back on in 200 more episodes.
That'd be great.
Yeah, maybe by that time you'll get over this homophobia and find a flight attendant from JetBlue.
There we go.
That's where to go.
Hopefully.
Where can people find out more about you and your homophobia?
Okay.
I just want to get you canceled.
It's my Instagram is Jeff hates the my Instagram is J Arcuri, JARCURI. That's usually where I just post my stuff. But
you don't post a lot on there, actually.
I don't really post really much anywhere, anything, because I it's not fun.
Yeah.
And I should just because it's work. But anyways, that, and then I'm gonna be in Vegas in March for Brad Garrett's.
Do you know who you're working with?
I do not yet.
Okay.
But it's definitely Brad.
Such a fun club, yeah.
It is really good. And then I'll be around. I'll be out.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks, Jeff, for coming on again.
Thanks, buddy.
Good to see you again. Please check him out if you are on boats, and talk to him. If you see him on an airport or a shuttle, just say hi. He's a good guy. You don't have to hit on him. That's our episode.